Hi, viewers. Hope you all are doing fine. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Let's not waste more time and get to the video. If you're struggling with gout, you might be wondering, is corn bad for gout? While it's true that some high-purine foods can trigger gout flares, corn is actually a low-purine food that's safe to eat. Gout is extremely dangerous and can affect the sufferer. Consuming excessive amounts of maize is bad for your health. The high fiber content of corn may contribute to gout. Does corn lead to gout? Let's be clear about the facts. The fibers in maize must first be broken down by your stomach in order for them to be properly digested. Some patients with gout have inflammation and frequent urination. Make sure you consult with your doctor before starting to eat maize. This video explains all about eating corn and having risks of gout. Gout is inflammatory arthritis that affects the joints. It is caused by an excessive uric acid in the blood, which is usually caused by too much purine in the diet. The uric acid crystallizes and can cause inflammation in the tissues, leading to acute and chronic pain. There is conflicting information about how to treat gout because it is so hard to diagnose. But one thing we know is that gout is caused by high uric acid levels. What is the main source of purine in the body? Well, the main source of purine is found in meat, poultry, fish, and seafood. You might not know this, but corn has an extremely high uric acid content. Is corn bad for gout? Corn is a very controversial food in the diet, so you have to watch what you eat. Corn is one of the most commonly consumed crops in America, yet the scientific evidence to support or refute the claim that corn is a cause of gout is inconclusive. Theoretically, people should be avoiding corn because of its high uric acid content and its potential for gout. Corn is a staple food in many diets. This begs the question, is corn bad for gout? It is possible that the answer is yes. Gout is a type of arthritis that is made worse by a high-purine diet. Gout may cause a lot of pain in your joints when it flares up. That's why it's important to know the risks of eating corn that might cause gout. It's recommended that you don't eat corn because it's high in purines. You should also limit your intake of other purines, such as shellfish, anchovies, and asparagus. You should also be careful about avoiding alcohol and red meat, which contain a good amount of purines. If you have gout, you should also try to reduce your weight. If you have high blood pressure, you should avoid eating too much purine-rich food. The best way to prevent gout is to be sure that your diet is healthy. Eating too many foods that are high in purines is one of the main causes of gout. Purines are a type of protein that is found in many types of food. One of the best ways to avoid this is by not eating excessive amounts of meat because meat contains high levels of purines. If you are trying to avoid gout, you should try to eat a diet that is rich in vegetables, fruits, nuts, and whole grains. In addition to a healthy diet, exercise can also prevent gout. It is important to get a sweat on a daily to keep your joints healthy. You should also try to drink plenty of water. People with gout often have other health issues such as high cholesterol and diabetes. This is why it is important to watch your diet and lifestyle choices. The best way to not get gout is to limit your consumption of high-purine foods. These foods include seafood, organic meats, raw milk, and gout-inducing beverages such as beer, wine, and spirits. It is also important to follow a good diet and exercise regularly. If you are still having gout, you should ask your doctor about taking a uric acid-lowering medication. Gout is a type of arthritis that causes intense pain and swelling in the joints. The most common symptoms of gout are inflammation in the joints, as well as a sharp, stabbing pain. It is increasingly common in people who are overweight. Do you have some questions on the list? Be productive and ask. I have a question. Does corn increase uric acid? Gout is a type of arthritis that causes sharp, burning, stabbing pain in the joints. It is caused by a buildup of uric acid in the blood. One of the foods that are often blamed for your gout is the food that is most commonly associated with gout. That is corn. However, most of the scientific studies on the gout-corn association have been done on rats and other animals, not humans. There have been no studies that have found a significant link between gout and corn. In fact, the World Health Organization has even stated that corn is a source of soluble fiber that is good for human health. What this means is that it is safe to include corn in your diet, even if you have gout. What are the ways to prevent gout? It is most prevalent in the elderly but can also occur in younger people. There are several ways to prevent gout. The best way to prevent gout is to avoid alcohol, which is a common cause of gout. The second best way to prevent gout is to eat a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. The third best way to prevent gout is to get plenty of exercises. The fourth best way to prevent gout is to avoid uric acid-producing foods. The fifth best way to prevent gout is to avoid medications that increase uric acid. The sixth best way to prevent gout is to avoid gout medications. The seventh best way to prevent gout is to avoid foods that are generally thought of as healthy, but which actually cause gout. It's natural to think that certain foods could cause it. Some of the most common gout-causing foods include beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and seafood. The foods that you should avoid if you are trying to avoid gout are dairy products, alcohol, and chocolate. In addition, you should avoid foods that are high in purines like asparagus, mushrooms, and lentils. Drinking too much alcohol can also cause gout. Should I avoid eating corn if I have gout? Gout is a form of arthritis that causes painful and swollen joints, which can make it difficult to move. It is a common type of arthritis that affects about 1% of Americans and is caused by high levels of uric acid. Uric acid is a waste product from the body that is formed when cells break down. It is important to understand that corn is not the only food that causes uric acid levels to increase. This is because there are many other factors that can increase uric acid, including high-protein diets. However, corn is a notable food that can lead to gout. It is recommended to avoid corn if you have gout or a family history of gout. If you have queries in mind, drop a comment. If you're interested in reading articles on health, diet and fitness topics, you could navigate to healthyfitnessblogs.com for detailed informative blogs. If you liked the video, share the content, like it and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Meet you in the next video.
Bye!